Load your weapons and get ready for the most intense battlefields in virtual reality. VR technology redefines the first-person shooter genre, placing you right in the heart of the action. From studio-quality graphics to revolutionary physics engines, these games promise much more than just shooting. Here are the top 7 FPS VR games calling you to the virtual front lines. In 7th place on the list is an extraordinary shooter experience that combines atmospheric tension with challenging survival mechanics. Into the Radius. In this stalker-style horror thriller world, every decision you make is critical. Into the Radius throws you into a dangerous zone. Cleaning your weapon and counting your ammo is key to survival. An extremely realistic and immersive adventure awaits you. Why is the VR experience good? Because VR makes this survival simulation incredibly tangible and personal. You have to load the gun magazine with your trembling hands, physically hold the map, and shield your body in the dark. This physicality transforms every moment into a real life-or-death struggle. Why should you play? If you want to feel the preparation and consequences of every shot, not just shoot enemies, this game is for you. Into the Radius offers the most rewarding and unforgettable survival experience you can find in VR for those who love a challenge. In 6th place is a fluid and stylized action extravaganza, showcasing the technological capabilities of PSVR2. Synapse. A roguelite shooter where you shoot with one hand and control your surroundings with telekinetic powers with the other. You hurl enemies with your mind and target them with your gaze. This constantly changing and evolving action delivers a unique power fantasy. Why is the VR experience good? Because PSVR2's eye-tracking technology becomes an integral part of the game mechanics. You can lock onto an enemy just by looking at them and direct your telekinetic power. This makes control intuitive and incredibly satisfying. The vibration feedback from the Sense controllers lets you feel the power in your hands with every shot and telekinetic move. Why should you play? Synapse is a must if you want to feel like a superhero and try PSVR2's most innovative game. This fluid experience, which combines weapons and mind power, keeps you hooked so you'll keep coming back for more. In 5th place on the list is one of the strongest representatives of online competition and tactical gameplay in VR. With realistic weapon mechanics and extensive mod support, it is often referred to by many players as the Counter-Strike of VR. Pavlov is where you manually load your weapon, communicate with your teammates, and experience tense matches where every bullet counts. With custom modes, you can find yourself in many different scenarios, from Among Us to zombie modes. Why is the VR experience good? Because VR takes the tactical multiplayer experience to the next level. Instead of just pressing a button to change a magazine, physically performing this action makes you feel much more connected to the game and your weapon. Voice communication is critical not only for tactics, but also for the social experience, making victory more satisfying and defeat more memorable. Why should you play? Pavlov is essential for bringing your competitive spirit to life in VR and becoming a true team player. With constantly updated content and a welcoming community, every playthrough promises a brand new adventure. In 4th place on the list is a boundary-pushing sandbox action experience that puts the laws of physics at the heart of its gameplay mechanics. Bone Lab. This game, the spiritual successor to the Boneworks universe, gives players the freedom to interact fully with the game world. Bone Lab is the key to creating creative solutions with weapons, experimenting with different body types, and pushing the limits of the in-game physics engine. With mod support, it offers almost limitless gameplay variety. Why is the VR experience good? Because Bone Lab's physics engine creates an unprecedented sense of tangibility in VR. Whether you're climbing stairs, punching an enemy, or driving a vehicle, every interaction is based on real-world weight and momentum rules. This transforms the game into a think simulation, rewarding your creativity and allowing you to discover something new with every attempt. Why should you play? If you believe that VR means physically playing, then Bone Lab is for you. This isn't a game. It's a playground where you set the rules and play by the laws of physics. Here, you'll push the limits of your creativity. In third place, an award-winning arcade experience awaits you, combining the rhythm and excitement of being an action hero. Pistol Whip, which won the VR Game of the Year award in 2020, makes you the star of an interactive action movie in cinematic scenes, each with its own music and visual theme. This game invites you to be both a gunslinger and a dancer at the same time. Shooting and dodging bullets moves in harmony with the rhythm of the music on the screen. Why is the VR experience good? Because VR offers an experience where you can only feel this rhythm and action with your whole body. You duck, take cover, and move to the beat to dodge bullets. This physical participation makes you part of the performance, creating a unique energy. Why should you play? If you want to move and shoot, Pistol Whip delivers it in the most stylized and fun way possible. This game is a great exercise and stress relief method, turning you into an action star every time. In second place on the list is a game that redefines the concept of time and is one of the most clever action games ever made. Superhot VR. Based on the concept that time only moves when you move, this minimalist masterpiece turns every moment into a puzzle and an opportunity. Superhot VR allows you to strategize, dodge bullets, and use every move to plan your next step, as your enemies, red, glass-like fragile foes, remain frozen unless you move. Why is the VR experience good? Because Superhot's time control mechanics transform into a physical ballet performance in VR. Dodging bullets and grabbing weapons midair offers a unique VR experience that makes you feel the harmony between mind and body. Why should you play? Are you a fan of those cool scenes in action movies? Superhot VR puts you right in the shoes of that hero. By solving physical puzzles at each level, you'll feel like an unbeatable strategy genius. And at the top of the list is a cinematic masterpiece that proves to the world just how revolutionary VR gaming can be. This game is not just a game. It is living proof of what VR can achieve as a storytelling tool. Half-Life: Alyx. This game, bearing Valve's signature, is not just an FPS, but a feast of interaction and atmosphere. Alyx draws you into an unforgettable adventure set in the dystopian world of City 17, where every detail comes to life. You manually reload your weapon, physically solve puzzles, and find yourself at the very heart of the story. Why is the VR experience good? Because Alyx is a milestone in a world meticulously built for VR. You need to physically rummage through a cabinet, climb, or retreat in fear of a headcrab. This immersiveness lets you experience not just a character, but an entire world. Why should you play it? If you want to understand why VR is the platform of the future and experience a moment that will go down in gaming history, Alyx is a must. This isn't just a game. It's a triumph of VR artistry and a milestone every gamer should experience. Here are VR's most deadly and immersive battlefields. So, which of these action-packed games will you declare yourself the hero of? What's your favorite VR FPS? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest VR action news. Get your weapons ready.